Can I get insurance with a suspended license? Unfortunately, a broken or shattered windshield is not just a nuisance, it is also detrimental to the overall driving practices of the individual operating the vehicle, since the glass through which the individual would otherwise be looking is damaged. This can make it more difficult for the person to drive, if not impossible. A broken windshield can be caused by a bird flying into the window, a rock or other piece of debris flying into the glass, or from a car accident. Since some of these instances seem covered and others may not, many people are left with the troubling question of whether or not their specific broken windshield is covered under their auto insurance policy and their deductible. In general, this will vary from person to person depending on their individual insurance company and the amount of their deductibles. However, there are some specifics to look for in such an event. If you were in a car accident that was not your fault and the windshield was damaged, the windshield will be covered by the insurance of the other person. There would be no need for the money to come out of your auto policy deductible if the crash was not your fault. Unfortunately, if the other driver does not have insurance, the cost of repairs may need to come out of your deductible if that is possible. While the United States requires that individuals have insurance on their vehicles before they are driven on the road, many people will ignore this law, which unfortunately has happened with almost any other law that has been put into place in this country. Sometimes there are people who just do not want to follow the law. In general, regardless of the situation being the individual's fault or not, windshield damage will be covered by your auto policy if you have full coverage. Full coverage means that the individual has liability and comprehensive auto insurance. This also means that insurance coverage will pay for problems whether the situation resulting in the broken windshield is your fault or not. If a person has just liability insurance, this is when the insurance company will only pay for the damages caused by the insured person's vehicle on the property that the driver damaged that is not their own individual vehicle. Only with full coverage can an individual get this type of problem coverage. However, the amount of a person's deductible will also play a factor into whether or not the person will need to pay out of pocket for the repair of the windshield. When a person gets an auto insurance policy, they determine their deductible. For most companies, these options include $250, $500, $750, and $1,000 deductibles. Higher deductibles typically mean lower monthly payments, and this is left up to the individual. In most cases, the cost of replacing a windshield will be more than most of the deductibles, save potentially the $1,000 deductible. When the deductible is lower than the overall cost of the windshield's replacement or repair, the insurance policy will cover the cost of any amount in excess of the deductible.